Morning all. Forgot my hat. Left it on the kitchen bench. I feel kind of weird and violated. But anyway, we'll battle on without it. I want to talk about heel toe. Supercar fans, specifically I want to talk to supercar fans because they don't seem to have the bandwidth to absorb new information. Even though Shane's explained it himself, they still have this thing that heel toe is magic and Shane's some sort of wizard. Heel toe isn't a big deal. It isn't wizardry. Shane and Dale Jr. had a yarn about this a while ago, and I want to play little bits of it to hopefully get through to you guys and have an understanding. We all did it up until the early 90s. Everyone heel-toed. We had to. But then when the Jericho gearbox came along, there was no need to do it anymore. So everybody went to left foot braking, not only as we all did in oval track racing, but we all went to left foot braking on circuit racing as well, because there was no need to heel toe anymore. There just wasn't, because we didn't need to use the clutch anymore, and so everyone just went to left foot braking.
So a lot of people were making a big deal out of heel and toe, and so So before we, 25 years ago, before we made transmissions that would allow you to not use a clutch to shift, right? Every driver in the Cup Series, let's say 86, 87, had to heel and toe. You had to. Yep. Tear the transmission, wear it out, dog bone. Yeah. And so, but we did it out of necessity.
Now, in the Australian Supercar Series, they have a very, very antiquated final drive. They have a lock spool. Now, a lock spool is something that nobody has used in motorsport for years. I haven't seen it since the very early 80s in very low divisions of speedway. I know there's a big push at the moment from lots of people involved in supercar to get rid of it and go to a more modern, more open spool like they run in the NASCAR series. In old school terms, you're talking about what they use now is similar in the way it works to a Detroit locker, where it's not locked all the time, where it does open up. So they have to use it because of that, and Shane explains sort of why.
Right.
Yeah. Well, we need it in our things because we have a solid axle, a lock differential. So you're trying to run as much rear brake as possible to turn the car and use the brake to turn it. So you can use the clutch to take away a bit of rear brake in the straight line and stop the rear locking. And
yeah.
I could use it a bit in the NASCAR, but obviously that diff is more open, so it's not as critical. But
now, heel toe is slower than left foot braking. And I think Shane's only going to get better and faster as he adapts more and more to left foot braking. And I saw on the weekend his footage, he was using left foot braking a lot more than he did previously, because he has been practicing left foot braking in the sim to get better at it. So he talks more about that, how he's learning to left foot brake. Like, left foot braking is for me, it started out as a speedway thing, and then when we got rid of the Jericho gearboxes come along, we all went to left foot braking on circuit racing as well. But I remember some circuit racing guys, Kim Jane for one, who's an incredible driver. We had a discussion at the Thunderdome one day. I was struggling with my new car and asked him about his braking, and he was right foot braking on the Thunderdome, which I found really strange because I don't think anybody right foot brakes on oval track racing. So yeah, because he came from a circuit racing background, so he brought that over, and it was very successful for him. He won more championships than anybody else. So it worked for him. But yeah. So and Andrew Madecki, who I raced with a lot in circuit racing, he heel-toed, and I was a left foot breaker, and we went toe to toe a lot over the years, racing against each other. So yeah, I remember racing at Oran Park in 2001, I think, and my tyre guy had overinflated my tyres. He come up with something without telling anybody, without telling the crew chief, and overinflated my tyres, and my car was impossible to drive, and I was getting really bad wheel hop going to turn 1 at Oran Park in the NASCAR cars. And I went back into my toolbox, back in my head somewhere, and went back to left foot braking, right foot braking, heel toe, going into turn 1 to alleviate my wheel hop issue. And it worked. It worked, and I fought my way back to come second in that race. So, certain situations, it can be beneficial, because it certainly helped me that day to deal with the wheel hop situation I had in that car. So yeah, but it's not magic, and it's not faster, it's not better. It's just a very old school way of doing it. And as Shane says, he does it because that's what he knows. But I do know that he's learning how to left foot brake, and he's utilising that more and more.
It's a habit if you're racing a car that has to be used that way with the transmission to keep the transmission from blowing up. But it's also, trying to help people understand how you can affect the balance of the car, and it kind of turns the car into the corner.
Yeah, it's also what I'm used to. Like when I go and drive a GT3 car, I still right foot brake. Left foot's probably faster, but out of habit, it's what I'm used to, braking with my right foot. So
yeah,
for this weekend in the truck, I think I got a left foot brake and loaded up. It's a new skill I got to learn.
Yeah. So that